If a cash offer company has already reached out to you about your Tucson home, stop before you sign anything. So I'm going to show you the real numbers side by side, what a cash offer actually pays versus what listing your home traditionally nets you, so you can decide with real math instead of a guess. I'm Angie Koozma with the Stratton Real Estate Group. Our team has helped over 3,000 families buy, sell, and relocate to Tucson. If you're new to our channel, please be sure to like and subscribe, and all of our contact information is in the description below. If you'd like to book a free consultation, we would love to serve you with any of your real estate goals. Okay, I often get asked the same three things. Are cash offer companies in Tucson legit? How much less do cash buyers pay? And how can I sell my house fast without losing money? Today, we're answering all three with real numbers from a real Tucson home. So stick around till the end because the side-by-side comparison is going to surprise you. Let's start with the basics. A cash offer company, sometimes called an iBuyer, sometimes a local investor, sometimes the We Buy Houses company, makes you an offer to purchase your home directly without listing it on the market. No showings, no open houses, and no waiting for a buyer to get approved for a loan. They pay cash, they close on your timeline, usually within 7 to 30 days, and they typically buy the house as is, meaning you don't have to repair anything before closing. That speed, certainty, and ease is the entire value proposition. But it comes at a cost, and that's exactly what we're going to break down next. So, are cash offer companies in Tucson legit? Generally, yes. Most companies like this operate as legitimate registered businesses, and their business model is simple. They buy your home below market value, put a little bit of money into it if needed, and either resell it as a profit or hold it as a rental. That's not a scam, that's their business. Where you have to be careful, though, is with red flags. Any company asking for an upfront fee before they even make an offer, high-pressure tactics, pushing you to sign the same day, or a company that won't give you anything in writing. A legitimate cash buyer will give you a written offer, a clear closing timeline, and they won't charge you anything out of pocket. Before signing anything, make sure to check their Better Business Bureau ratings and look for verified reviews from actual Tucson sellers. I also, of course, recommend checking with an attorney to have them review a contract for you before you sign, because there are some scammers hiding out there. Now here's the part that people actually want to see. Let's take a real example. A $400,000 home here in Tucson. A typical cash offer on that home might come in somewhere between $240,000 and $280,000. Call it 30 to 40% under market value. There's usually no commission or closing costs deducted, so what they offer is typically what you walk away with. Now let's list that same home traditionally. At $400,000 after a 6% commission payment, if that's what you're paying, along with typical closing costs and maybe a $5,000 reduction due to repairs, you're netting somewhere between $367,000 and $370,000. So in this example, listing traditionally puts about $90,000 to $127,000 more in your pocket. That's the real answer between cash offer versus listing my house. Which is better? On paper, listing it wins on price. The trade-off is time. That traditional sale might take 30 to 60 days longer to close than the cash sale. So how much less do cash buyers pay exactly? In the Tucson market, as we mentioned, cash offers usually land about 30 to 40% below fair market value. Homes that need real work, maybe an outdated kitchen or a new roof, or maybe foundation issues, tend to land at the higher end of that discount because the buyer is pricing in the repairs. Homes in great condition in a hot area of town might only see a 20 to 30% discount in price because there's less risk for the buyer. The tighter your timeline, generally the bigger discount you should expect. So should you take a cash offer on your house? Here's a simple way to think about it. A cash offer sometimes makes sense if you need to close it under 30 days, if you need the sale to be extra easy, if the home needs more repair work than you want or are able to take on, if you're relocating for a job and need equity out of the house quickly, or maybe you're handling an inherited property that you're not able to deal with. Listing traditionally usually makes sense if maximizing your sales price matters more to you than speed, if your home already shows well, or if you can comfortably wait 45 to 60 days for the right buyer. There isn't a universally right answer, only the right answer for you, your situation, and your timeline. And the last question, how can you sell your house fast without losing as much money? 3 things. Get more than one cash offer and let them compete for your business. Even a 5% difference between offers is real money. Second, if you do list, price it correctly from day one. Overpriced homes sit longer and they ultimately end up selling for less. Third, work with an agent that can move quickly, handle minor prep, and staging for you. And market aggressively in the first 10 days when a listing gets the most attention. Speed and price are not mutually exclusive if you plan it right. If you want to know what your house would sell sell for both ways as a cash offer and a traditional listing? Drop a comment with your zip code and we'll personally run the numbers for you. No cost, no obligation. We can even bring you a cash offer ourselves. If this video helped, like and subscribe because every single week we're breaking down things that Tucson buyers and sellers need to know. And we'll see you on the next video.